Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be picking out my summer TBR. So it is middle of April. Summer to me is June, July, and August. And I'm a planner. I like to plan ahead. I just want to plan out what I want to read this summer. This isn't like a set in stone TBR either. Like I write in pencil in my reading journal. You guys, if you've been around a while, you know this journal. I've had this journal since day one of starting my booktube channel 2 years ago. So I'm like halfway through it right now and I'll just show you really quick. So this is my setup for my reading journal. So I have my TBR on this side, so I write out in pencil what I plan to read in April. And then over here, this is where I write what I've finished. So what I've like my wrap up side. And then down here is like my film schedule. So what I plan to film that month. And a lot of these books always relate to that filming section. So if I want to read a book for a vlog or multiple books for a vlog, then I'll put the books in my TBR and then relate it down to that film section. Like I already have May planned. Most of May. Like I know you guys can't really see it, but I'm just going to show you anyway. I'm not going to be showing my reading journal or what I'm writing on the screen. What I will do is to this side of my screen, I will, as best as I can, write out what I'm writing. I usually plan 10 books, like 10 books per month. Sometimes I go over because I end up listening to more books than I plan. So my TBR is ever changing, but I do like to have like a general idea of what I'm going to be reading that month. There are like a few categories to picking out a TBR. I have my physical TBR, which is my TBR cart right here. I also have a list of new releases that are coming out in June, July, and August that I want to read, which I'll be showing you how to get there on Goodreads because I know some people have asked me like, how do you see when new books are being released? I will show you. And we also have like my Kindle Unlimited books that I really want to read. I have audiobooks that I really want to read. So I do have like different categories. Let's just start with June. I don't know how much y'all are going to get out of this, but you guys are just going to help me plan my TBR. Okay? Usually what I do when I sit down and I plan a TBR, I look at what I'm filming. So for June, I only am really doing one reading vlog in June. At least I plan to only do one, and that's based around Kindle Unlimited because I'm traveling. So I wanted to read a few Kindle Unlimited, vlog the traveling experience, and talk about that. So in June, I want to pick out 2 Kindle Unlimited books to read. So let's remember that, okay? I'm just going to put it on the screen over here. We're going to find 2 books to read in a little bit. Then in July, I'm filming a video with Brock where he picks out my TBR for like the weekend or something. 2 Brock picks, preferably one from a Goodreads list, like my want to read list, and one of his picks will be from my physical TBR. I gotta look ahead at the months because I do plan my videos out also like for the whole year. Sometimes I do random like switch ups. That's it for videos really. Like videos are kind of good. I do want to read the Addicted to You series this summer. So from June to August. I know it's a very long series. I wrote down in June that I want to read Addicted to You, Ricochet, and Addicted for Now, which is the first 3 books in the Addicted to You series. Then we'll go to July later when we talk about the Addicted to You series again. So how many books is that? 2 Brock picks, 2 Kindle Unlimited, Addicted to You, Ricochet, and Addicted for Now. So 7 books. So I basically only have like 3 to pick left for June. So let's go find some new releases that are coming out that I want to read. So once you are on the Goodreads home screen, I find this is a lot easier to do on a laptop. Go to Browse, then scroll down to New Releases, click on New Releases. Now we're on New Releases for April because we're in April right now, but what I'm gonna go do is come to the right of my screen, scroll down to Popular New Releases, go to More New Releases down here, and now I see I can have the year and the date right here. So I'm gonna stay on 2023, obviously, but I'm gonna click on June because we are doing our summer TBR. I don't think May is summer, right? I don't think so. For June, I already have Love Theoretically on my TBR in my reading journal. So Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, I do want to read. Because that's a really short book, and I am typically a fast reader when it comes to contemporary romance books, what I'm gonna do is add an 11th book to my TBR. So I'm not gonna just do 10 books. I'm probably gonna reach that 11 book mark or 12. And Unfortunately Yours is a Vine mess. Now this one I want to read. Do I want to read it in June? I don't know. So I'm going to add it to my list, and if I don't get to it, that's fine. But it comes out in June, so at least now I'll know that it comes out so I can like remember when I see it in here, I'll be like, oh yeah, this comes out in June, maybe I'll read it in July. Like, it's not a big deal, but I definitely want to read Love Theoretically in June. Like, when that comes out, I want to read it then. And I do like to look at the release dates, so I just click on it, go to Love Theoretically. This comes out on June 13th. That's actually Brock and I's 6-year anniversary, so June 13th. I write that in my reading journal. Then I go to Unfortunately Yours, look at the rate up June 6th. Okay, so if I were to read that, it would be earlier in the month anyway. And now I'm gonna scroll down. So those were the first two. I don't know why Love Theoretically comes up again, but I'm just gonna keep scrolling. Carrie Soto is back. Is that just a new, I think that's just a new cover. Wait, Carrie Soto is back. Isn't, I'm confused. I'm not gonna read that. Okay, keep going. S.A. Cosby, I really like his writing, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna do just one click of show more books, and then I'll probably be done for June, and I will look at my physical TBR next. So Have You Seen Her? Sorry, now I'm just talking to myself, but I don't really want to read any of these books, at least for now. If I see them blow up on like Instagram or something, then that's when I would probably end up reading those. We still have 2 more books to pick for June, and I am so good about keeping my physical TBR pretty light. Like, I'm not a big, I love buying, don't get me wrong, I love purchasing books. I do a really good job, so I am going to just randomly choose. I'll probably read Travis in June because I don't really want to read that now, but I think it's good to get it off of my TBR cart. These 5 right here have been on my TBR for a really long time, so I kind of want to knock one of those out. I'm just gonna write a random one down, but I'm probably, who knows, like if I write Drowning Aaron down for June, I might just be like, I want to read Luckiest Girl Alive. So I'm gonna put Drowning Aaron, but I'm not gonna stress it either. Usually these, I do like some filler books, so like Drowning Aaron or Unfortunately Yours, those books, like I'm not going to stress about it. It's more like those are just like, I can read what I want if I don't want to read those, you know, that makes sense? So, but I do have books that I want to read for BookTube, so I do have to be careful and like focus on my time and make sure that I'm actually like reading at the right time. That's one of the biggest things that I've noticed with BookTube. It's like, all right, if I have a vlog coming out on the last Saturday of that month, then before that Saturday, I need to read those books and film for it. So there is a lot of like Google Calendar that I use a lot of, where I actually like track what I'm reading at that moment. So then I can remember like, oh, I gotta film the recap or the outro for that video. I know I shouldn't take YouTube that seriously, but it's a lot of fun for me. Like, this part is my favorite part about filming BookTube. Like this, like scheduling and like figuring out, am I type A? I like planning ahead, so that's what I'm doing. Again, I write in pencil for a reason. I'm not gonna like, you know, hit myself if I'm not staying on a schedule. I just want to make sure that I have options, and like this is kind of my plan for the month. If it changes, it changes, okay? After that, I pretty much just picked Drowning Aaron, Travis to be like my physical TBR picks. Brock will pick 2 other books, and then those Kindle Unlimited books. I have no clue what I want to read for Kindle Unlimited, and I don't have my Kindle on me. So I'm just going to go through the app and we'll see what's kind of on my library. I haven't done much exploring on Kindle, like with adding books to my library, so I don't know like good options on Kindle. Let's look. Since it's April, I'll tell you guys, I haven't done my wrap up yet, obviously, because it's the middle of April, but I just read Haunting Adeline. And you guys steered me in the wrong direction. That book was not good. I'm just scrolling. I'm not going to show you guys this on Kindle Unlimited. I'm just going to show you if I end up picking one. You know what? Someone actually just recommended me. I think they commented it on a YouTube or they DM'd me. The Bridge Kingdom. So I think with The Bridge Kingdom, I've seen it everywhere. I've seen this cover. I do want to read it, and I think I would like to do that. So I'm going to write The Bridge Kingdom. And again, if I change my mind, then I change my mind. It's not like a big deal. I'm pretty sure The Bridge Kingdom is also a series, so that could be my second Kindle Unlimited book, but I'm gonna put another one just in case, because again, I'm traveling in June for a full week. We're going to Tennessee and then we're going to Arizona, so I just want to have options. Maybe like King of Wrath by Anna Huang. I'm just gonna write King of Wrath down by Anna Huang. Or is it Anna? I don't know. King of Wrath. Okay, so what I'm looking at on my journal is what you're gonna see right here, okay? So 2 Brock picks, 2 Kindle Unlimited, the Bridge Kingdom and King of Wrath, maybe. Those are probably gonna change. I need to do some more looking on Kindle Unlimited. Love Theoretically, which comes out June 13th. Unfortunately Yours, which comes out June 6th. Drowning Aaron, physical TBR. Travis, physical TBR. TBR, and then the 3 Addicted to You, the first books. And then, so that was 11 books, but none of these I plan on doing on audio unless I'm like reading Love Theoretically and I'm like, let me get the audio of this. So that kind of happens sometimes, but I could write a 12th and 13th book on my list, but I'm not going to, only because the audiobooks that I listen to are very random. Like I will just go on Libby and scroll randomly on what's available at that moment and then read it. So I'm not gonna pick 2 audiobooks, but just know that like what I hope to get finished in June, but I might swap out all of these books eventually. Like who knows? And I probably will add 2 or 3 audiobooks in there as well. So that is it. Okay, that's kind of how I plan my TBR. Now let's go to July because we're doing my whole TBR, right? So this one gets tricky, okay? So in July, let's see, my husband picks my TBR. That's one of my videos. Y'all are getting sneak peeks at all my videos. Instagram decides what I read. So that will be the last vlog of the month. So I want to have, okay, so because I'm filming Addicted to You, the next 4 books in that series, Kiss the Sky, Hot House Flower, Thrive, and Addicted After All, I plan to read in July. I don't know if this will happen. Like when I get in this series, if I'm really enjoying it, then I'm like, yes, absolutely, let me finish that series. If the first 3 books don't go well in June, then July I might scrap all 4. I might not even finish the series. And I really want to read the 5th season because I own the first book. And this is a high fantasy book. I don't know if I'll finish the series in July, but I just planned it out. So I do have the 5th season, the Obelisk Gate, I don't know how to say that, don't make fun of me, and The Stone Sky, which is one trilogy, okay? So we have 7 books so far, and I usually plan for 10. So the last 3, technically, I would do for that Instagram reading vlog that I want to do at the end of the month. But I already kind of have it out to where like one of the Instagram pics will probably be a poll, or all of these will probably be a poll, honestly, on my Instagram story. So I'll probably do like Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. That's also a new release. Hello Stranger, I don't even know what that book is, but I wrote it down. It's probably coming out in July. A Soul of Blood and Ash, which also comes out in July, and some other books. Like maybe I'll throw in a random TBR book on that poll. So for July, it's kind of difficult to plan because I've already kind of planned it out. Okay, so for July, I have the 5th season, then the other 2 books in that series, which again, if I don't like the first book, then I probably won't read the other 2, then I'll have to fill in those 2 books on my TBR. So who knows? This is all temporary, okay? This is all up in the air. So then I have Kiss the Sky, Hot House Flower, Thrive, Addicted After All. For 3 books, the last 3 are gonna be 3 Instagram picks, my reads, and I'll give them options between like 2 or 3 books and do a poll. So I do have some options in there right now, which is Practice Makes Perfect, Hello Stranger, A Soul of Ash and Blood, Unfortunately Yours, if I don't end up reading it in June, and then maybe even Travis or Drowning Aaron. Like June and July will kind of just be like combined, you know? So that is July. That was pretty easy, okay? Now August is, I don't know what August is, honestly. So in August, there's 3 more books in the Addicted series, and again, I don't know if by August I'm still even reading the series. Maybe I finished it in June. Maybe I've loved Addicted to You and I finished it in June because it was an amazing book series. I don't think I'll finish it in June, but I'm planning to read 3 more in in August. So Fuel the Fire, Long Way Down, and Some Kind of Perfect. Okay, and then I wrote down, and I don't know this series and I can't remember it. It's called Find Me. Oh, okay, yes. This is a Kindle Unlimited series. It's the Witsec Witsec, Witsec series #1. So I wanted to read in August Find Me, Save Me, Love Me, Free Me, because apparently Free Me comes out August 31st. So I was like, oh, this is a Kindle Unlimited series. Maybe I could read Find Me, Save Me, Love Me, and then once Free Me comes out in August, I'll read that. I don't even know if this is a good series or not. I don't know. I just think I saw it on Kindle Unlimited one time. Oh, it's Reverse Harem. I'm gonna love it. It's fine. Okay. And really high ratings, 4.4 stars. That's pretty good. So that is 7 books right there. Now I just need 3 more. So I'm gonna go back to my browse. Now I'm gonna go to August and see if there's any new releases there that I want to read. Foxglove, no. Gone Tonight. The Blonde Identity. Oh, Crossed. Okay, so Crossed by Emily McIntyre comes out. 1000% will read that. I've been a diehard Emily McIntyre fan. That's August 1st. Okay, good. Nothing else that's standing out to me in August. Now, because I really only have like the Crossed as a new release and then Free Me as a new release, I'm gonna look over here. And by the time August comes around, like that's in 4 or 5 months from now, like I'm hoping that I have more options because I hope that I've already kind of read some of these. But for the sake of building and finishing out my TBR, I am gonna pick 2 books from here to put on my list. So maybe I'll come down here because these are my like books that I want to read, but they're not like high on my TBR and they're all falling. So we're just gonna let them fall, okay? Maybe this one, a Taylor Jenkins Reid, Forever Interrupted. I don't really want to read that, but again, it's just me kind of writing down the fact that like, oh, you own these, Maddie? Let's read them. So I cannot speak and write at the same time, that's for sure. Like even if I don't end up reading Forever Interrupted, I'll know that it's on my physical TBR and I'll be like, okay, I wrote it down, it's on my physical TBR, let's pick one. Oh, I didn't even look at, because this is hard because like I hope that most of these I've read by August, but I'm gonna put like Most of All You by Mira Sheridan. That's kind of boring. August TBR is kind of weird too. I felt like June was good and then July kind of went down and now August is like kind of shit. August TBR, it's not final, it's never final for my TBR. So I have Fuel the Fire, Long Way Down, Some Kind of Perfect. That will conclude, hopefully, the Calloway Sisters Addicted to You series, like TBR. The 4th and 5th book would be Forever Interrupted and Most of All You, or just 2 physical TBR books. We have Crossed, which is a new release August 1st, and 7 through 10 is that Find Me, Save Me, Love Me, Free Me. Free Me comes out August 31st. August sounds like a good month also, so I'm not upset with that at all. If you guys want to see more videos like this, like plan my TBR with me, then let me know in the comments below so I can make these and so I know that you guys are actually interested, because I know kind of it's like a niche. It's a niche video for sure. Like not everyone plans out this far ahead or is interested in it. So just let me know in the comments below. All of my social media is linked down below. My Goodreads, Bookstagram, Instagram, Amazon wishlist, everything is down there. So if you guys want to support me on other platforms, go follow me on there and I will see you in the next video.